And so the overall arching idea of our particular project is really around play.
Mhm.
And so I'd love to hear a little bit about what you think about how play intersects with this idea of design thinking as you're moving through the work that you do.
Yeah, sure. I mean, play is really the heart of how children learn, right? I mean, it's where they imagine and reimagine the world. They're incorporating what they know from their lived experiences, along with their creativity. And so I really see that, or my experience is that design thinking really empowers children in their play. It supports them in thinking about how to solve their problems that they encounter, and the opportunities to test out their theories and then even go back and reiterate them based on feedback. So it's like it gives us, I think, as adults, a way to maybe, I would say, like some guided play in some way. We can ask some pretty targeted questions while they're playing. So, design thinking demands this out of the box thinking and incorporates all the what ifs, like what if you could use magic? What if you had $1 million? Drawing on children's natural instincts as they play, leading, to really innovative solutions. Children don't hold or even have the same constraints that we do as adults. And so they're really playful with their solutions. There's no right or wrong, and it's only what if or what's next. So design thinking, with its focus on learning about others and ideating wildly, really mirrors children's natural processes for thinking.
And not only in preschool or lower levels, but in high school and even with adults as well. I think when you get into design thinking, you develop some empathy, you define a problem, but then as you get into the iteration and prototyping stages, that's really where we don't think about constraints, for the moment. And I think, as Nicole said, young children don't have constraints like older children, teens and adults do. And so the process of being able to iterate as many possible solutions as you can, and the ability to to physically build those in a prototype, in an actual prototype, those pieces allow for that play to come out. And so, I think back to one of my student designer teams, which is comprised of high school students, and we create curriculum for our elementary students. And we had to do some fancy footwork when COVID hit, and we took our in-person summer program to an online focus. And these kids had to go from developing what they were developing to be sitting in front of students to now doing it online. And through the process of iteration and prototyping, that play came out, and they were really able to create a stronger product that more kids were able to engage in, and was a good quality because of those elements of design thinking that come together. Sorry. So that play piece really hits with those older kids as well. And then even with staff, back when Nicole and I worked at the same school, when STEM was kind of coming around for the first time, one of the things that we did during staff meetings and in the lounge was put out some of this new technology. We would put out Bebots or Spheros or Cubelets and put them in the staff lounge. Or our principal would say, okay, for the first 15 minutes of this staff meeting, we're just gonna play with these materials. And what that did is it got teachers comfortable using the materials so that they could go back into their classroom and use them with students in an academic setting. And so without that play, without that time to experience what those things could do, I don't really think teachers would have done it. And so play is something that in education that really hits all levels, from preschool all the way up through staff.
That's excellent. Nicole, I kind of keep coming back to this idea you were talking about, the what if of all of this. And so I'm a math educator. I work with people that want to become math teachers, and they are very used to the what is questions, right? What is the quadratic formula? What is X, right? But when you switch that to what if, when you start examining the possibilities, that breaks everything down. That allows more people to kind of be part of the conversation. And so all of that, yes, wonderful. Thank you.